What's up, guys? It's Techno Viking 23 coming to you today with another Mass Effect 3 multiplayer character video. This little series, I'm going over some of the characters I use on silver and higher difficulties, kind of giving you guys a look at some of the other characters that are in the game and using some of my favorite characters, and also characters that subscribers suggest using. So today I'm actually going to go over one of the characters I really like and another character I kind of wonder what they were thinking about at BioWare when they decided to put a Krogan biotic in the game. The Krogan are already pretty overpowered as it is with their health and shields and their ability to do ridiculous melee damage, and they decided they would go ahead and give a Krogan some biotic abilities and make them a ranged force as well. This is the Krogan Shaman Adept. It's part of the Adept class, so it is a biotic. And this is one they added in some of the other packs. You'll get this character in the Spectre packs. Sometimes if you're lucky, you might get it in a Veteran pack, but it's very rare. But this is one of the better characters in the game, in my opinion, and one I really like to play. So we're going to get right into the powers that this Krogan Shaman has. And you can see you've got Barrier, Warp, and Shockwave in addition to your Krogan Berserker trait pool, and also Rage, which is like the Krogan's version of Fitness. So getting off with Barrier, it's basically reinforcing your armor with a biotic field. This acts as kind of like a shield, almost like tech armor. You can detonate it just like tech armor. But it reduces all forms of damage taken and does slow your power usage by 50%, just like tech armor. So that can be a little bit annoying at times. However, I do go ahead and 6-slot this power as it helps the Krogan be even more durable. First 3 power slots you were kind of locked into. I actually go with decreased damage in rank 4 because I hardly ever find myself detonating this armor or getting into a situation where I have to. So I like to have a little bit extra damage reduction versus what you could take, which is increase the damage force and radius of the detonation. In rank 5, again, you can increase shield regeneration rate by 15% while the barrier is active, or you can increase damage and force by 30% while barrier is active, which I actually use that because that works very well with his other biotic powers. These are both actually really good choices if you want to play more of a tank role with this Krogan. You can go with the shield regeneration, but I like having that extra damage and force, especially since you're using Warp and Shockwave quite a bit. And then in rank 6, you can reduce your power speed penalty by 30%, or you can increase damage protection by an extra 10%. Which is really good. That takes your damage reduction all the way up to 40%. The recharge, reducing the recharge speed penalty is also good because you can throw out Warp and Shockwave more often, but if you're using a very lightweight weapon loadout, you really don't have to worry about it too much, so I like to go with more damage protection. Moving on, we have ripping your enemy apart at a molecular level. This is a great power to use against armor on bosses. I've talked about this power quite a bit in the past. Going into rank 4, I always increase damage. This combo detonation is actually a pretty good one as well because Shockwave will actually trigger biotic explosions if you have Warp on a target, which hopefully we'll get to show off a little bit in the gameplay. But I just like to do more damage for some odd reason. If you're playing in a well-oiled team of people you know, you might want to go for detonate because if you have some other biotics, then you can set enemies up to do those explosions and get more damage with them. Now in rank 5, you can go for damage over time. 40% more and then 60% duration, but I like to do increased weapon damage taken by a target by 15% and power damage taken by target for 10 seconds because when you throw Warp on someone, especially the bosses, you can do a little bit more damage, and that's very helpful when you get into those later levels. But again, no wrong choice here. Warp is probably one of the better, more well-rounded powers in the game, so either one that you want to do, it's up to your personal preference. Now in rank 6, I go with Pierce, which increases damage to barriers and armor by 50%, weakens armored targets by an additional 25%. Your other choice here is to go down with the recharge speed, which is good, but I just think that taking Pierce is so much better than having a little bit more recharge speed. Moving on to Shockwave, this basically throws out a huge biotic wave of energy in front of you, and this will actually go through walls. This could be a very useful power. It will knock down some enemies also. Rank 4, I go for increased force and damage by 30 versus the impact radius. Rank 5, I actually increase the distance that Shockwave cascades by 50%, so it can be used a little bit further out. Now you can also go with Detonate again here, increase force and damage of biotic detonations by 65%. I may respec this character later into the Detonate powers on both Warp and Shockwave and see how much more biotic explosion damage I get, because I think that could actually be pretty lethal. And again, if you're playing in a very well-oiled, good team that knows, especially with a lot more biotics, it's good to take those powers sometimes. Rank 6, you have recharge speed, increases recharge speed by 40%, or you can go with suspending targets in the air for a short time, which I've never really found that useful, and since I'm using Barrier with a recharge speed penalty, I like to go for more recharge speed there. with rank 6. All right, moving on, you've got Krogan Berserker. The first 3, of course, you're going to have power damage and force bonus and weapon damage bonus. In rank 4, you can go with power damage and force bonus and increase your weight capacity, which is going to help even more with that recharge speed. Or you can take more weapon damage. I usually just 4-slot these last 2 because the Krogan already have pretty solid traits and health and shield numbers, so I don't really go all the way out. It's better off to 6-slot the biotic powers, in my opinion. And of course, you've got your standard power damage, headshot damage, do more damage with shotguns or more weapon damage in general. So those are your selections there if you want to go further out. And then also in Rage, I just take it out to a 4-slot there, going for health and shield bonuses. And then when you go into Rage mode, you get an additional 5% damage protection, which stacks with your barrier and everything to make you a little bit more durable. And what that basically is, if you melee kill 3 enemies within 30 seconds, you go into like a Rage, which makes you have really ridiculous melee damage and reduces the damage you take. So that's kind of the build I'm running on this Adept Krogan Shaman, like I said. You can also go in and make it a little bit more better with those biotic combos with Warp and Shockwave by using Detonate, and I may try that build later on, but for right now, this is what we're going to be running with. Now for weapons, I play this guy a little bit interesting. I actually am running a shotgun sniper build here, and you can see power recharge speed is still percent because we will have both of these weapons at level 10, so the weight's a little bit less, and it's at 150 you're still going to get pretty solid recharge on your powers. But I like to play this Krogan more of a mid-range player, where most Krogan you're going to be playing up close with melee. Since you have Warp and Shockwave, you can stay a little bit further back and play this Krogan a little bit more of a range character, which is why I bring the sniper rifle. And then if in case things get nasty up close, I've got the M27 Scimitar. Now you can use any other variety of weapons with the Krogan. You're really not going to have too much trouble no matter what you use. But when you're using a biotic class in general, you want to make sure your recharge speed is as low as you can get it so that you can be throwing out those biotic powers pretty consistently. And having 2 weapons, you need still being power recharge speed under 200%. Or close to 200, between 150 and 200, you're going to be prepared for a variety of maps. So that always helps out, especially if you're playing on random maps. So that's a look at the weapon loadout. His equipment, it kind of varies right now. I'm running a little low on stuff, so I'm running kind of a weird loadout. I'm still sticking with Shield Booster 5 because it's really like the best gear slot I have unlocked right now for using this guy. I took a Shotgun Rail Amp 1. I don't have too many of those. I only have Adrenaline modules right now and armor bonus. I need to buy some jumbo packs and pick up some better stuff there. But there's a lot better armor bonuses you could be using, like Psionic Modulator or anything that increases melee damage. And then we're going to use Phasic Rounds 2 for our ammo bonus. Again, most of these are up to your personal preference. Gear slot, I just like to have a little bit extra shields on most of my characters. Even the Krogan, having more shields just makes you more tanky. All right, guys, so that was a pretty quick introduction to the Krogan Shaman Adept. We're going to go ahead and get into some silver gameplay here, so hang on just 1 second. All right, guys, here we are. We got into some gameplay here with the Krogan Shaman. We are, looks like Firebase White, I think this is. No, Firebase Glacier. We got Cerberus, and I just jumped into the game, so we are just going to take a minute here to kind of figure things out. Now, the nice thing about this Krogan is you can actually take cover with him, so you can actually try those over cover grabs. You can have a little bit better damage protection from that. And this is one of the reasons I said it's good to kind of pair this up with a shotgun because you are going to have a few other options to use if you get on a map that's a little bit smaller like this one is. So we're going to just move around here and we will try to get into some biotic use here. We've got a Dragoon. These guys are real annoying. But you see, the nice thing is with this Dragoon, he hit me pretty hard there, and it only took off like half my shields. So we were able to take him down pretty quick. I'm going to switch over to my shotgun, and let's see if we can go hunt some Cerberus here. I'm not sure what wave we're on, but joining the match in progress. All right, we're already done with that wave, so that went pretty quick. But yeah, overall, this is a great character. You get a lot of the benefits the Krogan have, which are the powerful melee, and the ability to actually hide with a Krogan is pretty good because most of the Krogan can't take cover and they don't have evasive moves either. Being able to take cover is great with this Krogan, and then also the fact they decided to give this Krogan biotic abilities. Like I said, I don't know what they were thinking over there at BioWare, but Krogan are really good. They're really powerful characters as it is without having the ability to actually do any kind of biotic damage. So let's see what we can do here. Get this object. Watching out for those phantoms. Let's see, he grabbed that there, so it looks like we are good to go. No one's coming to flank him, so move on. It looks like the game is glitched out a little bit here. Not sure what's going on. That is a little bit of an issue. I don't know why that Cerberus guy is just laying there in the middle of the floor. That's weird. But no big deal there. We'll just keep on going. Looks like we're playing with a Krogan Sentinel there. Yeah, we got turrets. Those are a big problem when you're running with Cerberus. It's another reason that warp comes in handy. You can take those armored turrets down pretty quick. I'll probably actually do a video on that Krogan Warlord Sentinel. He's pretty awesome. He's a much bigger Krogan. He's got the biotic and electrical hammer. He can just do a ton of damage. But unfortunately, it looks like I got a really good team here, and they aren't saving me a lot of guys to take down and kill. So kind of having a hard time trying to set up some biotic explosions here, but let's see, we got Phantom there. And so we can show you Shockwave there. You see, you just throw that out, it'll hit people there. You got the Phantoms are really annoying. I don't know why I switched back to the sniper rifle, but especially since I can't hit anything. There we go. We got somebody snipping at us from behind over here. But yeah, these guys are killing everything way too quickly. Looks like he popped a Metagel. What's going on? We got an engineer. He's got a Phantom chasing him. I don't know if you can overcover grab a Phantom. It doesn't look like it. But you know, the power recharge is a little wonky here, but it's not too bad here. We're just trying. I'm still trying to kind of get a feel for this into this game, but like I said, teammates are doing a pretty good job of mowing everybody down. I like getting on a good team in this game. It makes things so much easier when you're trying to deal with things. Especially, and this is like silver difficulty as well, and it seems like it's going very quickly. And not usually this easy, but that's a nice thing about Mass Effect 3 multiplayer is if you can get a pretty good team in the game, you can actually do quite well. Try to get away from this grenade. Throw out a... We got an Atlas there. We got a Dragoon. Throw out Warp. Work on that armor. Let's do some melee. This guy. Couldn't get to him in time. Oh, there's a Phantom. That's why. Get this Phantom out of here. See if we can get this guy revived. But yeah, this I think I'm gonna have to retry this build. Maybe I'm not gonna do another video on it, but it just seems like it's difficult enough to get these biotic combos off, but when your teammates are killing so quickly and so well, it's pretty difficult there. We got an Atlas here. We can throw some shockwaves out. Shockwave is pretty solid power for dealing with things, and like I said, with shockwave, you can hit things through walls, so it's really really good for hitting guys that you can't even see. Let's see how this guy looks like. Two. All right. Come on, that's not cool. That's not fair. And it's stupid. The one thing I don't like about Mass Effect 3 multiplayer is some genius at BioWare decided they were going to make the A button do everything. So if anybody dies next to a wall, it's like you'll be sitting there trying to revive them, and it just keeps pushing you along the wall. We got half the Cerberus guys chasing me here. Just mow them down with shotguns. But yeah, this game is going a little quickly here, and haven't been able to really show off the biotic prowess that this character has, unfortunately, because we're just not getting to throw out those biotic explosions very often. Here. Oh god, this is not good. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. And even as a Krogan, it is okay to retreat, because sometimes you can get in a pretty sticky situation where there are just way too many guys to deal with. Trying to just find, there we go, we got a turret. I can't even get a kill on a turret. This is This is going pretty ridiculous here. And yeah, these guys are just, this team's too good. Just, people are, of course, the Phantom nailed me there. But yeah, I'm going to have to respec this character and take less weapons. Maybe I'll just take a shotgun. Because it's just too hard to get these biotic powers off when you're using barrier. And also carrying 2 weapons with you. But fun class to play. Really fun class to play. The Krogan Shaman. I'm not really doing it justice here because, like I said, I'm not really doing too well with the biotic powers because a little slower recharge time. It's a little bit more difficult to get those biotic explosions off. And okay, Big Krogan, you're in my way. Where is the target? That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. Let's see, we knocked that Phantom away there so she couldn't do a kill on that guy. Oh my goodness. These Phantoms, I swear. I can't get over to that Atlas because this Phantom is just dogging me. Get out of here. Alright guys, is somebody going to take that? Why don't somebody use a missile? It is wave 10, you know. That's what I don't understand when people hang on to their missiles in these late waves. I know a lot of people like to save them, but at the same time, it's like we got to take these targets out. Let's see, we got another Atlas here. I'll burn another missile because I don't care. I've only got 2, but you know, I'm gonna hope these guys will use them on when we get to wave 11 and get this extraction. The only thing is I don't have any armor piercing with this shotgun, so we have to pull out our sniper rifle here. We got another Atlas. Wow. Let's see if we can get some hits on the canopy. They say if you hit the canopy, it does more damage, but I don't know if that's true or not. You see there, he just smashed it with his biotic hammer. Yeah, I'm gonna do probably do a playthrough with the Krogan Warlord. He's pretty awesome. Well, there's a lot of Guardians on this wave. Just use this. I'm using a sniper rifle up close. This is pretty funny. But I've got armor piercing on this thing, so it goes, even if I don't do a mail slot, it goes right through the shield, so it doesn't matter. Alright, silver challenge and unknown map. That was a really easy silver map, or silver challenge there. And I know, like I said, it's a good team. Anytime you can get a good team in this game, it's really good. Very helpful. Firing blindly into there. And hitting a few things, apparently. Where's... Alright, what was he taken down by? A Dragoon? Oh, and there's an Atlas. That's cute. See, this is a case where he needs to be popping a Metagel. But I don't know. Okay, I need to bug out of here. We got 2 Atlases coming up the steps. And like, I'm not trying to be a jerk and not go revive people, but when you die around 2 Atlases, you need to probably pop a Metagel and run like hell, because if you're trying to make your teammates come in there and save you, that can be a little... we got double team there. We got sandwiched by a Phantom and a Dragoon. I'm going to go ahead and pop a Metagel anyways, which might not work because this Phantom's probably going to insta-kill me. We got way too much going on here, and no one is using missiles. Good tip for when you're playing the later difficulties, don't be afraid to use missiles on the extraction wave. You know, if you've been playing the game for a while, you probably got 6 of them. You know, go ahead and waste a few. So you don't want these bosses to stack up. It can really make your life miserable if these bosses get to stack up on you. Switch back. I'm going to probably end up with more sniper kills in this map than I am shotgun, which is pretty funny. And somebody's... Let's see, you got a good kill on that Dragoon. Better get to extraction. pay attention there. So. Well, that was pretty quick and painless, and like I said, I didn't really get to highlight the powers this guy has too well there. I think I'm going to respect this build and play around with it a little bit, but the Krogan Shaman is a very solid character, very durable, and you can also throw out a good bit of damage between those biotics. Like I said, I'm playing it a little more unconventional, using both a shotgun and a sniper. You probably maybe want to take a more well-rounded single weapon so your recharge time is a little bit faster, but still one of my favorite characters. And if you can get those biotic explosions going, it can go pretty well. But we had a really good team here, and everybody was killing everything too fast, so I didn't really get a chance to show off too many of those biotic explosions. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video here. I hope you enjoyed checking out the Krogan Shaman. Again, let me know in the comments, guys, if there's any characters that you specifically would like to see me try in these gameplays. I would definitely I'll be more than willing to do that, so drop me a comment, let me know what you think. With 30k, we didn't do too bad for getting in on wave 5, so not too bad. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.